shabbity bobbity gobbity goop.
Right. Harmontown is now in session. I am your guest comptroller, Ryan Ridley. Coming to the stage, your game master, Spencer Crittenden. And now, the mayor of Harmontown, Dan Harmon. Thank you. It's like some Haunted Mansion music.
What's that?
Haunted Mansion music.
Oh.
That's what it sounded like to me.
Scary. So it's like the Halloween equivalent of turkey sandwiches. We're just like we're just using up a couple extra scary things.
Yeah.
Like you know, ghosts. They have unfinished business. All right. Well, I'm not going to lie to you guys. It's going to be a bad show tonight.
We already discussed it beforehand.
Yeah. I'll just run through, okay, like the things that I wrote in Microsoft OneNote, because fuck you, Evernote.
Yay. It's a good app.
That's the guy that introduced me to it. All right, so my therapist thinks that she keeps mentioning my bug bites. And I trusted her before that, like, because I thought she was like a scientist of the mind, but then she's like, what's going on with your arms? And I was like, I have these. If a flea bites me or a mosquito or anything like that, like the bite is there forever. That's one of the many reasons why I'm better off in LA. You know, like I'm in Milwaukee where there's mosquitoes like for a month of the year. Like I would just be covered in. I don't know. I probably have some allergy or something. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't think it's psychosomatic. I don't think it's like a...
Oh, she was suggesting that you manifested these?
She was kind of implying that it was like... that it was a symptom of my unresolved wounds.
Whoa, really?
Like, you and my chiropractor? But I trusted her. Like, the chiropractor I get, because he's, like, not a real doctor, so he's just like, oh, and then he like, the first time I ever took off my shirt in front of my chiropractor so he could scan me, he's like, oh, you have these open wounds on your back. I'm like, it's acne. What? Have you ever seen a person that ever ate anything besides kale? Like, it was just, it made me feel like I was like, oh, he must like, he must, and he's always like pointing out like if I have like lint when I pull out my stuff before I lay on the table, he'll be like, you should get a money clip or something if the money's loose. I'm like, Jesus Christ, this guy must hate me. like he just like looks at me like a big giant like just a pile of fucking like matchsticks he has to count and sort. You have open wounds. Don't say that. Open sores. What do you call it? It's zits. Just stop bullying me.
But you're saying your therapist really thought you just psychologically made spider bites appear?
Yeah, like in that Cronenberg movie, from the 80s,
The Brood?
No, not Nightbreed.
Nightbreed.
That was Clive Barker, for God's sakes. Cronenberg was in it. That guy loves Cronenberg so much he considers Nightbreed a Cronenberg movie because Cronenberg was in it as Buttonface. No, I have like if you could see with the camera, like you know, these I probably got bit by, I think my dogs didn't take their flea meds during the divorce, like for a week. So then there was probably a flea in the bed. They love me, and then I got a couple of these bites. Like this is like not. I mean, anyways, I'm just saying, like, I don't trust my therapist anymore because she was like, oh, what are those things in your arms? I'm like, we already talked about this. You focus on these things. It's like, what is this, like a cold read technique? Where you just like pick up on whatever's weird? You know, if the person like runs their hand through their hair, do you go like, what are you touching your hair? And then you try to bring it back around. Like, you just kill time for 50 minutes and then you go, so it's like touching hair. And then the person is supposed to go, wow, and leave.
My therapist told me today that there's a California law that you have to ask women if it's okay to have sex beforehand. Apropos of nothing, she just brought it up. So that made me a little nervous.
And you don't believe her, or
I just wanted more information.
You want more information?
Yeah.
Your therapist. Can we talk about your therapist?
Sure.
Is it okay?
I guess so.
Because Ryan started going to his current therapist, same situation as me. You started going to a therapist that you met as a couples therapist.
Yeah.
And now the relationship is over, but you're still seeing this person. With one notable catch, which is that you were going to... Can I talk about that?
I don't know. But I'm not going to stop you.
Okay, all right. Well, you said that she's like you went to her because she is open to the concept of polyamorousness.
I mean, I don't know if that's why we went, but, that happened to be her specialty, yeah.
All right. So, but then the couple broke up. And then now he's just seeing a lady about his own brain working, but every once in a while she brings up the. She's like,
dude.
well, as a polyamorous therapist, I think you should work out your stress. And you're like, wait, oh yeah, that's right. I came to you because
cool,
you.
She's definitely never going to judge me. I mean, you know what I mean? There's no boundaries there.
Right.
So.
If she was like, I think you play too many video games, she'd be like, why don't you fuck everybody, regardless of whatever the situation is. Crazy lady. But yeah, I don't know. But it's like what? I mean, come on. You don't. What is she saying? That my immune system is weakened because of my wounds from childhood or something like that? Like
You're doing her work for her, it sounds like.
Well, no, she's trying to. She went down this road, and I was like, I was just like, man, come on.
I had a friend who when he would be really stressed, he would have a weird reaction to his detergent, and when he wasn't stressed, he wouldn't. So he would switch detergents depending on how rough of a time in his life he was having.
All right, so there's because he that guy loved that detergent.
Yeah. Well, no, he hated the other one. It was because apparently the stuff he was allergic to.
But he didn't hate it enough to stress him out, because otherwise that would have.
Well,
you see the Mobius strip there.
I don't. I'm sure it's there, but I don't see it.
Well, trust me, it's there. Or I'm drunk. I don't know. I guess I'm saying, like, I really like my therapist, and I just don't want her to believe in. Okay, so, I don't know if like there was that time when she kind of implied that she kind of a little bit believed in ghosts. Because we were talking about our friend that passed away, and how I felt like I could see him on, like I could sense him on set, on the Community set, and like cracking wise and stuff, and she was like, and I was like, I guess that's the denial part of coping with the grief, or whatever. And she's like, well, there's that, but there's also just the fact.
Ectoplasm.
And then she proceeded to just like launch into this thing. It was just like, or maybe his spirit like floated down from Parks and Rec to watch me shoot Community, because he came back and was like, whoa, there's no floor, or I'm a ghost, and like landed down at Community. That makes much more sense than just I was fucked up a little bit about the concept of death. All right. So, anyways, bug bites, whatever. I guess I have gross bug bites. I guess that's what she was. That's what I really got from it. Is like, even my therapist, who's supposed to like kind of accept me and want me to be happy, she's like, yeah, but I wish those fucking gross bites weren't on your arm. So I'm just gonna start wearing turtlenecks and like really tight like cuffs. So like I just like a Mum and Sean's performer and just
point
walk
out
around
her flaws, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Like you don't see me looking at you and recognizing your face. All right, just really briefly, the 3D touch on the phone, I just don't get it. It's like now you can touch your phone too hard. I don't get it. I don't understand. You keep pressing things, and now it's like you can't. If you press too hard, it doesn't do anything, and then you have to like press it. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to press you too hard. It's fucking stupid. And there's a setting for that. You can just pick a setting, and there shouldn't have to be a setting. Shut up. It's like is Apple now in the business of like, the settings? No, that's called something other than Apple. The whole appeal of this thing is that it comes out of the box and it works. Fuck you. Don't even tell. There's this. If you want, you're complaining for nothing. All you got to do is read the instructions, or go into the menus. How about put 2 buttons instead of 1 then? If we're gonna get all into the hands-on customization thing, this guy wants 2 buttons on his phone. Me too. Just call it an iPhone Pro. 2 buttons, maybe. Imagine twice as much you could do instead of like, You didn't touch it too hard. A chiropractor, I made up with my chiropractor. But the jury's still out. Now I'm worried about my therapist. I'm alone in the world. Cut to the chase. I bought 2 mannequins.
Yeah. 2.
Are
they different?
And I'm probably gonna get a real doll.
Yeah.
Again. Don't groan, because here's the thing. Here's the thing about you groaning. It makes you bad people. And here's why. Because think about it. If you're 42 years old and you've never had a relationship that lasted longer than 2 years, and you just finished your first and last marriage that didn't even make it as long as you usually dated, are you a good person if you keep dating at that point? Like 42? No. You ladies that are saying that are just hot for me. You just want... Or you... that's Justin's assistant.
Yeah. I was going to
say. She just wants me to be busy, so she doesn't have to bring me drinks at Comic-Con. I'm really serious. I'm like it's the Certs commercial in you that's like, yes, it's like healthy to do what? To subject yourself and other people to your emotional incompatibility.
Isn't that the story of Frozen? Isn't the one sister like, I haven't seen it, but isn't that kind of a myth?
Yeah, and except for the part where she's not supposed to be frozen, because they had to tell a story. So it's like, she gets unfrozen in the end, right? Like she's not as frozen as much. But it's like, what if I'm just at the part? Like if this were Frozen, then my sequined split mid-thigh gown that I made out of ice power. When I sing the song, what's the song? I gotta be me. I gotta be me. Frozen inside. I'm so in love with everything except for other people. I gotta be me. Every snowflake has a different shape, and every human evolved from an ape. But I gotta be me, 'cause I'm frozen, Stephanie. Yeah, you guys are right. You're right to applaud. You did it. But so why is it so hard to imagine me after a divorce going, I'm gonna order a $6,000 sex doll because I have a nylon fetish, and I when I see people, all I see is their hair and their clothes, and I don't want to subject anyone ever to that again. So I gotta spend $6,000 on a fuck doll and just dress
first,
like,
you have to get
like
your
an aerobics instructor
approval.
from an episode of Knight Rider, and just have it sitting around approving of me playing Minecraft. Wouldn't that be if it was, what's missing from that? Jonah Hill? Like you want my cat to talk in order to make that adorable? Because believe me, it is empowering. It is important. Like I think what I'm doing is heroic. Is saying like, I don't want to. I'm just gonna tenderly kiss the ankle of a dead thing. And then jerk off. It takes 5 minutes out of like a day, and then I'm off the market. I'm back out here, and I'm helping you. I'm not hurting you.
Works for me.
Yeah.
I mean, that you're doing it. I would never want to do that. That sounds like a horrible Twilight Zone nightmare. So never at 42 to hang up your hat from love.
Oh, you don't mean the doll part?
Well, that doll part's horrible too. But I think the funniest part is you have to ask for approval from your accountant.
Right? Yeah, no, that's true. Because I have like all these financial people, so I have to they're gonna notice a charge. No, it's okay, guys.
Yeah, you have to sell them on why you want to spend the money, right? Like he's gonna ask, why should we justify this?
It's my money, but I have to explain to them it's not fraud.
Yeah.
Not financial fraud. It's emotional and spiritual fraud. Certainly, there's definitely a heist going on of the soul, but definitely a crime being committed for whichever guys have to haul the crate up the mountain to my palatial estate, where Beth Bootson now, with unobstructed by eucalyptus trees, can watch my sweaty head bob up and down.
Is Beth Bootson your neighbor?
Thanks for the muffins. Yeah, Beth is the. This guy doesn't like the podcast.
I mean,
Beth Bootson's like a regular. She's a
regular reference.
Well, lately. I mean, whatever. Oh, let's all thank Ryan Ridley, I guess, for comptrolling.
You guess.
That was just my joke. My joke is that I'm mean to people. That's my joke.
It's not just me?
No, it's everybody.
All
I'm
right.
always cranky and mean. That's my bit.
All right.
Which makes me a great person. It doesn't.
Well, it's
I'm sorry.
good to be here.
You're a great guy. I'm thankful to have you in my life. Good job, Spencer. Thank you for driving me to work every day.
It's important.
Thank you for...
They love how I drive you to work every day.
But you're more than that, too. You're a friend.
Thanks, man.
As you've noticed, I have 6. So that's a big deal.
Spencer, look him in the eye when he says this to you.
I look him right in the stomach when he's talking to me.
That's why we made faster friends, because we go.
I need too much eye contact.
Oh, you need a lot. Yeah.
God forbid.
All right. Well, our next guest is a real doll. Her lifelessness is also part of her charm, and is worth a lot more than $6,000. No, we got to work with her when we did our Harmon Quest, which was a fantasy come true, the show itself, and also getting a chance to work with her. I'm sure you guys are big fans, and she was great on the show, and when we took the opportunity to cajole her into appearing on the podcast, why don't we bring out our new friend, Aubrey Plaza.
Hello.
Yeah. And if you want a drink later, I can make you one. There's tongs.
Thank you.
All right. So I know your shtick isn't exuberance. And mine is bad interviewing.
My shtick?
Well, I mean, I don't mean to imply you have a shtick, but... And I didn't. I said your shtick isn't exuberance. And I'm a bad interviewer. So I'm going to push through, and it's all on me if it's a terrible show, because I'm bad at what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you feel about sex dolls?
I don't know. I just did a movie about a sex robot.
That's like a sex doll.
Yeah. And I think they're fucking weird. And I think they're creepy, and they make me sad.
The men that use them make you sad too.
No, just like the idea of it, not anyone specifically. Just like, I don't know.
Like, don't you think if a person was like, okay, like 20 strikes and like every time you go out there, don't you think it's a little selfish of us to continually thrust ourselves out there out of loneliness and couple up, and then like if we keep on learning over and over again that like the same result keeps happening, like statistically, isn't it to me there's something like
everyone should just go fuck a doll.
Yeah, well like what about recycling? Like we used to just throw everything in the garbage, and we'd be like, oh, then it all goes in the garbage. And then someone was like, hey, all that garbage didn't go anywhere. It's like a big island in the middle of the ocean, and it's like there's seagulls like that are affected by it, or whatever the fuck they said. And now we have 2 cans in all of our homes, and it just become custom. Like somebody has an aluminum can and they come up to you and they find you at your party and they go, I can't find your recycling bin, and you're like, okay, high road it, asshole, I'll deal with it. like culture changed, and sexually, like, aren't we throwing away our sex when we have it with someone else?
I don't know. I don't know.
And aren't we recycling it?
I have no idea, man. I don't know.
I know. Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
Oh,
Okay,
real
all right. Well,
brave.
that's a brave answer
Yeah.
from both of you. All right. Do you think that you're crazy?
Yes.
What do you think that you're diagnosably crazy as anything in particular?
I don't know. I have no idea. Probably something, but I don't think I've ever been tested, really. For
Is there like a
anything.
clinical apathy?
I mean, I don't know.
Right.
My grandmother was crazy.
Oh yeah.
She went to a mental institution.
What did she do? Was it a ghost story?
She just like had a breakdown. She was crazy. She would like knock on the walls and saying crazy shit, and they just had to lock her up.
Do you ever think like, oh, that? I mean, I can feel that. Like I don't know. Like you think,
Song coming on?
Well, first of all, did you have a and the unignorable idea that the walls are more hollow than they should be? No, did you have a relationship with this grandma? Or?
Not really, because she was pretty sedated when I was growing up.
So you heard legends, family legend about her breakdown.
Yeah, because my mom is one out of 9 brothers and sisters, and it all kind of went down when my mom was like 8. So 5 of them had to go to an orphanage that were under 18, and then the 4 of them were just like on their own. And so there were just like crazy stories about their whole thing.
Wait, I got back up through that, because you said like a certain amount of your mom's siblings had to go to an orphanage because there was no parent at all.
Because there was no, because my grandfather was sick.
Okay, but then what happened to the other ones? That's because I was trying to parse all.
They
that.
were older than 18, so they were just on their own.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
so
then
9...
and then the 5 of them got adopted by my foster grandmother, who then had 4 of her own. So then there were 9 again.
Oh, but the ones in the orphanage, there was like, fuck them. That would be like 15. And they were like, they'll be fine.
All of them in the orphanage went.
Which was your mom?
Bernadette.
Second from the left. No, was she an orphanage sibling, or was she?
She was an orphanage sibling. Yeah.
Okay, so what do you mind taking? If I'm prying, don't tell me at any time. But
I don't know. Is this going to be online or something?
No. But did you? So what? Did your mom? Take us through your mom's story from there. This is fascinating. I've never known anybody that was in an orphanage.
She was in an orphanage in Delaware, a Catholic orphanage, and it was really fucked up. They were like being tortured, and they were like, it was not a good situation. And so, her 3rd grade teacher, my foster grandmother, like basically was like, I want to adopt you, and she was like, I'm not going without my brothers and sisters, because they were all trying to like run away and all this stuff. And so then my foster grandmother, the 3rd grade teacher, just adopted all of them.
Wow.
And then had 4 of her own.
So that means that, reading between the lines here, that that teacher who who you knew as your grandmother.
Yeah.
She was teaching some kid who she was very fond of, and who was clearly like suffering abuse at home, i.e. an orphanage.
Yeah.
Like your foster grandmother didn't work at the orphanage. She worked at just like a public school.
No, she worked at the school where all the orphans went.
And she was like, "You're great. What the fuck is happening to you?"
Yeah, she just kind of fell in love with her.
And then she's like, "I got to get you out of here." And your mom did the old sitcom cast sound contract and said, "Not without my Seinfelds."
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. She was my 3rd grade teacher too.
The grandma was?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez, that must have when you were like, "Oh, I didn't do my homework." She's like, "Okay, well, it's not like I care about my job."
Yeah. Yeah.
So I guess it's okay that you fucked off this weekend.
Yeah.
I mean, laziness pays. That's that's why you exist.
Were the older kids in your guys' lives? Did they come back?
Yeah, they're around.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah.
All nine? Not
all
together?
9. No.
Oh.
No, one of them died.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
I got no quip for that, man.
It's not your job to have quips. It's not that kind of show.
All right.
He's a substitute. There's usually.
But to answer your question, I think about it every day.
The sex doll thing.
Yeah.
I knew if I did a little digging.
Yeah. But are there...
No, you think about it every day
Penis
that you might
set-
that chemically, I didn't want to give that short shrift. Like you think about it every day that like there may be like a little.
I mean, yeah.
You've made it this far statistically.
Yeah, but like I don't know what's going on just in general.
I don't know if I don't know what's
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah.
Like I think I'm crazy. Like somebody tweeted at me today, like, oh, you do this, and that. You might have borderline personality disorder, and I'm like, okay, I'll add that to the list.
No one has ever said that to me.
I was looking it up, and I was actually thinking, oh, Aubrey's the guest tonight. I wonder, like this is actually kind of interesting because there's nowadays online you can just look it up and you can just diagnose yourself. Let me type it in. Talk about what Parks and Rec was like for a second.
Man, Amy Poehler is a dream.
Not to make it too.
What are you doing? You're diagnosing me?
No, I was gonna ask you a couple of questions. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I did have a stroke when I was 20.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, talk about that. I mean, like, how does?
Well, it just related to brain. That's something I think about a lot too.
But like,
Just like, is it going to happen again?
Yeah.
how
It
did
could happen at any moment.
Where were
Pretty
you?
much.
Where were you when it happened?
I was in Queens, and I was going to. I've like told this story before, so
Well,
whatever.
Welcome to Harmontown.
Yeah, okay. I was in Queens, and I went into my friend's apartment. I was going to have lunch with them. I was 20, and nothing weird was happening at all. And I just, in mid-sentence, I was talking about a Hillary Duff concert that I had taken my little sister to the previous evening.
That'll do it.
And
You're drawing the wrong conclusion from this,
literally,
Ryan.
after I said the words Hillary Duff, I had a stroke. Not kidding.
God damn it! I was like, I should have saved this thing. But wait, but what happened? You blacked out, or
No, what happened was the stroke was in my left temporal lobe, which means that it affects the right side of my body. So my right arm was like completely numb. Not numb, but it was just like it wasn't connected to my body. And I was confused. I didn't know what was going on. And then I had expressive aphasia for a couple days, which is where you forget language completely. And if you were talking to me, I would like understand what you're saying inside, but I wouldn't be able to respond.
Oh my God.
Or write.
Oh.
Because the blood clot was in my language center.
And so, all right, wow. Like I'm so like we've had people on the show. Like, well, we have a friend who comes back who's like survived multiple aneurysms, and he's sort of like waiting for the day because they haven't figured out any solution to it. So he's just like waiting for the
I mean, you don't really know like why that stuff happens.
It's so terrifying to me. Mm-hmm. But it's also like if you were smart emotionally, which I'm not, and I'm sure the people that like you that have gone through this stuff are like you would just accept the invitation that okay, you can't control anything, so why not just like be yourself and
just fuck it.
Yeah. Just eat that cookie. Just eat that
that's
cookie.
what I'm talking about, eating that cookie. Yeah.
That's what I do, eat that cookie.
That's right. Give me that cookie.
I'm thinking about getting a cookie, like a fake cookie from a website that just sits on a plate, and it's just like
fakecookie.com.
It's made out of silicone, and I can just like nibble on it.
Yeah.
But it's like, isn't that the responsible thing for me to do? As a person who's been on a lot of diets, like you guys can judge me, but the truth is, you're the bullies. What do you do? Like when people tweet you. I'm sure people just tweet you and go like, "You're a piece of shit, fuck you." I just want you to like they and that's I'm positive about this. No, I'm sure they tweet that. They tweet that at everybody. I'm saying like, but it's like you because what I get like tweets because it's actually based on like my behavior. Like for you, you could like write it off and go like, well, I'm famous and I'm an actor, and it's like, why would I ever respond to this? And also, this person is just being mean and just wants to do the opposite of what they perceive the camera doing to me, which is making me powerful and interesting, and they just want to like drag me down, and it's like pretty easy to write off, I would think. But for me, it's based on me being an asshole, like and doing wrong things. But what I don't understand is when people tweet at you and go, they have 140 characters, so like 30% of the tweets I get, they like take you through the journey of them not liking you. Like they lead with like, I was a big fan. I like your shows, and I like this and that or whatever. But after that thing you did, like now I hate you, and I hope you're happy. And then I just like I tweet back and go like, what?
You respond to that?
Yeah.
And how?
Yeah. I responded to a
With
girl
prejudice.
today. She did that, and I said,
Do you kind of like it a little bit?
well, I kind of like. I feel like I like the people that like try to hurt me because I feel like there must be something that they could like reach, you know, that's like not like that I need to reach, because I don't like to feel like I don't like feel like a sociopath sometimes. So I feel like when somebody's like, hey, fat fuck, you're untalented or whatever, I'm like, well, that feels like nothing, but I'd like to talk to you for a second. Like, don't you think like if you could like
You've piqued my interest.
Yeah, do you notice like where the seam of the armor like is right there? Like you're aiming for the bat logo, but like think about here. And I'm kind of like, but I don't really know where it is, because if I knew where it is, I would like dig in there and like reach around. But like I'm like, come on, come on, just look, come on, find it. Like why are you saying that? You know, and it's like so it's like half couch to like defensiveness, and then half in like.
Has it ever turned into a deep friendship? Have you ever gone down that path so long that you realize we're just the same, man? You and me.
I don't think so.
Aren't we all the same?
That would be the world's greatest defense for when people ask me why I do it, why I bother to engage. But here's a good reason why I did it, because sometimes it reveals like amazing like Jacques Cousteau life under the Twitter sea. Because this young lady tweeted me today. She did that. She took me through her little journey of liking me and then not liking me. And I said, thank you. That's really interesting. Like how you went through that, and like I'm sure that if you were living my life, like you would do so like much more gracefully and tactfully or whatever. And I didn't ask her anything. I just responded, and then she wrote back. She's like, I don't know, to maybe be a good person, to maybe apologize. And I was like, wait, she's not even, it just doesn't even make any sense. And then I realized, holy shit, she hallucinated me asking her what I should do. She hallucinated me saying, what should I do? And I was like, whoa, this is amazing. Like, you should look at this. Like, you hallucinated someone saying, what should I do, lady? Like that that means that no one ever...
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well,
I stopped understanding. I'm sorry. What was she hallucinating about?
So she said, you're a piece of shit, whatever. And then I said, thank you very much. Like, that's very interesting. Goodbye. And then she said, I don't know, to maybe apologize or something. And I was like, why is she? I was like, holy shit! You made up in your brain. You made up that I asked you anything, because no one ever asks you anything.
You just said thank you.
Yeah. And so she was just like, oh, I thought this was going to be not only a conversation or an argument, but specifically one in which someone defensively says, what do you want me to do? Yeah. Because no one ever says to her, hey, Daphne, what do you want me to do?
Yeah. It's like Quentin Tarantino in Dusk Till Dawn when he's talking to Juliette Lewis.
I mean, if the
pussy, and he's like, all right, I will. And she's like, what? You will what? Right?
I really wanted to find this borderline personality disorder, BPD, also known as emotionally unstable personality disorder. I mean, give me a break. is a cluster B personality disorder. I mean, is there a disorder called being a doctor? Like where the symptoms are being full of shit and trying to act like you're not? The essential features include a pattern of impulsivity and instability of behaviors, interpersonal relationships, and self-image.
Check.
Yeah. Everyone in Los Angeles. The pattern is present by early adulthood, blah, blah, blah. Other symptoms usually include intense fears of abandonment. Do you have fears of abandonment?
Yeah.
Raised by orphans.
I don't know.
Like, it had to be handed down to you a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, I got a little bit of that.
All right.
Can I get in on this?
You want some of that?
Yeah. No.
All right.
Yeah.
No fear of abandonment?
Try and abandon me. See if I fucking care.
Oh, shit.
All right, welcome to the Ryan Ridley Show. That's what I'm talking about. Spencer?
Let's just do the Grandma's Virginity podcast.
Oh, we got a fan. All right.
I've never heard it. What happens in that?
Well, you know, me and Justin Roiland of the Rick and Morty show.
Okay, all right.
I mean,
All right, congratulations. I guess we found out I have a fear of I'm a control freak. Yeah, I don't talk fear of abandonment. I'm trying to search myself. I'm like, I don't know, because I do get very lonely, kind of. But I also I kind of wish I was like, could someone please abandon me? I remember like one of my earliest memories is nursery school, whatever you call it. That was daycare. It was daycare. And it was like a part of a bowling league that my mom was in Milwaukee, and the women would bowl, and in this women's bowling league. So I'm not being sexist. They were all women. It's not a stereotype that women bowl. It was a league. You had to. They checked back then. There wasn't the transgender awareness then. And then to put their kids in like this just room at the bowling alley, and that's where that girl stuck that crayon in my mouth. Yeah, deep cuts of memory from the show. So there was one day when everybody was like, because I would just hide, because I was just like the girls would stick crayons in your mouth, and
that happened more than once?
Well, okay, all right, yeah, I pluralized it to make it more effective. No, it happened once. A girl stuck a crayon in my mouth, but what happened all the time was
what color was it?
Red, like purple, like deep dark purple, like dirty, like dark. Like if you open up a 64 color Crayola box.
Magenta.
Dark, is that dark though?
I don't know.
Like a burgundy, like deep dark purpley red.
Okay.
And it's just like I'll never forget the taste and the smell. And I was like, "Ma," and then like, but also then there was like 6 big wheels and there was like 50 kids. And then we go like, okay, you can play with toys, and everyone would run over to the big wheels, and it was just like, I just can't take it anymore. I can't take it. So it would just like go sit in a cupboard, you know, like find a like corner, like or a hole or something, and just sit. And it's just like being asked questions, and like in gym class, if you like want to be left alone, like but you have to like hide, otherwise they'll go like, what are you doing? What's going on over here? This is Jim can help. And he's just like, you want to avoid the whole conversation, so if you could just disappear, you would just disappear. So I did that successfully once, and I remember it was such a pleasurable memory that all of a sudden daycare was over, and everybody packed up. Everybody's like, okay, we gotta go, and all the moms would come like at the end of the Love Boat or whatever, or the end of Meatballs, and like everyone's like paired up with their parents, and I just kept sitting there. I was like, I don't think my mom's here, and I just stayed there, and then they like turned out the lights and shut the whole thing down, and then I was alone in the daycare room, and it was dark. And I just like walked around and touched the tables, like all melancholy. Like I always thought I was in a movie, so I was like la la la, like I was like hearing like a soundtrack in my head, like nobody loves me, like. But I was into it, you know. I liked the feeling. It made me special that I was abandoned. I liked it, And then the doors opened like after 5 minutes of that. And my mom was like, "Where were you?" And I was like, "Fuck this." So no, I don't think. No fear of abandonment. I think I like it. Extreme anger and irritability. I mean, everybody gets angry, but the reason for which others have difficulty understanding. So I do. I feel like every time I get angry, it's for a perfectly good reason. But then, based on other people's reactions, I feel like
I get a little irritable from time to time.
All right, alternating between high positive regard and great disappointment. Self-harm, suicidal behavior, and substance abuse are common. I don't self-harm or suicidally behave. Disorder is recognized. Okay. All right, yeah. We're going to be right off borderline personality. Like,
yay! We saved him.
But nobody has anything, right? Like, it's just like what are they trying? Those are just like packages. Aren't those just for dumb doctors? Like if somebody comes in and goes like, "Well, I ate a fire hydrant yesterday, and I want to have sex with a graham cracker, and I hate my mom, but I hate her because she won't kill me." And the dog's talking to me, and I stutter, and my left armpit smells like an onion, and my right smells like licorice. And then the doctor goes, "Jesus Christ, this guy's so fucked up." And then he just like takes the book, and it goes like, "Well, does one of his armpits smell like licorice?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Give him this pill." And he's like, "Here, take this pill." And like it's all bullshit. All these packets, like the diagnoses are just packets.
Yeah, I didn't grow up taking a bunch of pills. No one gave me a bunch of pills.
Oh no, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't imagine so.
Well, I was just offering that.
Do your relationships last a long time?
Yeah.
Like, what is a long time?
Like 5-6 years.
That is a long time.
Yeah.
To me, I've never made one last longer than 2 years.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
How old are you?
42. I should have a sex doll. I would be a hero.
Yeah, whatever you want.
I would be a hero for having one.
Yeah. Yeah, get one.
Yeah. Thank you. I can tell my accountant you said get one, right? It's not going to hurt you. I'll just say Aubrey Plaza told me.
Yeah.
I don't even have a car. Like by the time I get a Tesla, I could have sorted out all my problems.
When are you going to get this Tesla already?
Well, I might not
You've
need
been talking about it forever.
Tesla's a symbol.
For a fraction of the price, I might become a healthy enough person to drive a hatchback of some kind. If the sex doll might itch a scratch, that's all right. Well, I told you it'd be a bad show.
Do you want to talk about the thing in the sky everybody saw last night? I don't know.
The aliens?
Wait, what?
It was a rocket test.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Naval rocket test.
They shot a missile from a submarine? That doesn't even make sense.
That's how they shoot
They're
missiles.
underwater.
That's what we want our enemies to say.
I can't believe you don't know about this, Dan.
No, I don't know
Talk
nothing.
of the town.
So there was stuff in the sky, but it was just a rocket test. I got caught up, see?
Yeah.
A lot of you wasted a lot of time. I could just get my news here. How's Bernie Sanders doing?
I listened to a great piece on him on NPR. It was pretty great. They interviewed him. He talked when he's talking quietly, he doesn't even sound ridiculous at all.
You think he sounds ridiculous otherwise?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Who are you voting for?
I'm not voting for people based on the ridiculousness of their voice, I'll tell you that right now.
Like, as if you want someone to have a more ridiculous voice, or...
It's not the axis on which I'm basing my judgment here. That's what I'm saying.
So whose policies do you like so far?
I like Bernie Sanders. I like Donald Trump. What can I say? Either one of those, I'm sure would be great.
I will say one thing that could be. It's not a statement of admiration at all. It's just a statement of wonderment, which we often express about people we admire. But this is just wonderment. Like, if I were running for president, the day that I accidentally or on purpose said all Mexicans are rapists, like I would go home and I would be like, well, all right, so no president then. But then, like, so, like. So it is amazing to me that the guy that did that is like okay. Anyways,
yeah. In a world
like,
where
anyways, he said all Mexicans
in a world
were
where
rapists.
8 years ago the guy went Michigan, Minnesota, Florida. Ah,
Yeah.
Like oh shit.
Oh boy, the gaff. Oh the gaff.
Crazy.
Oh Dukakis in the tank. Oh, he looks so silly in the tank. What about the tank of genocidal, horrible xenophobia? Like the actual. That's not a picture. That's not a perception. He was just like. Yeah, they're rapists, and then everyone was like, well, I think they were cheering because they were there for Donald Trump the press conference. But he was like, then some thing in his head was like, you should probably qualify that, and he's like, I'm sure some of them aren't rapists. Like, there's got to be a couple. I'm sure there's an exception to every rule. And then the next day he was like, okay, what should I do? Brush teeth. Put on shoes, keep running for president, which is amazing to me. That really is amazing because I threw out my back rearranging my office, and the next day I did not go to work, and I was like, sorry, I had a hard time yesterday, and it turned out I'm not as capable as I thought I was, so I'm going to lay in bed and play Minecraft. And if I called all Mexicans rapists, I would twist that into a way to play Minecraft. I would stop running for president. And I would think while I was playing Minecraft, I'd be like, the reason I'm doing this is because I don't want to confront what I said. Like, I want to wait until it's old and I can sweep it up.
He's got a lot of self-confidence.
Mm-hmm.
We can all learn from that.
It's true. I do kind of admire him for that.
That doesn't surprise me at all. He has too much. He has a problematic amount of self-confidence.
Yeah.
Some would say if he had less, he'd be a lot better off. Just a few.
Also, we need new words for confidence. And
how can he be better off? He's a billionaire who's running for president just for fun. He's like, I don't really give a shit. I'm just going to spend my own money, do this for a little bit.
Yeah,
Not much more, but he's like the best person there could be, right?
Just imagine how he could be better off.
See how far he can take it.
Yeah, he's been running for a long time. That's true. That's not.
But what's he running from?
We've already talked about this, the fact that it's been looked at like based on what he was born with at the starting line and based on what he has now. He's not a successful person. Like, if you were a dishwasher.
What was he born with? I don't know.
He was born with lots and lots and lots of money.
Oh, he's a rich little baby.
Yeah. And then he only lost some of it, and then lost a bunch of it, and then he made a bunch back, and then but he's like, if he were a dishwasher, he wouldn't even have been allowed back in the kitchen at a certain point. But you can't get fired from being a billionaire. Like, so they're just like, oh, you're back. And it's like, yeah, I'm back because I'm awesome. And they're like, me too. I haven't researched it, but that's basically it. Do you think voting matters, Aubrey Plaza?
Yeah.
You get excited about it?
A little bit, yeah. I don't know.
Do you keep your voting to yourself?
Yeah.
You like to go in there and do a discreet, like...
Yeah, I wear a cloak. No one can see my eyes.
So you don't talk about, like, you don't share your process with anybody?
No, only myself.
How do you pick, like, the circuit court judges and all that bullshit?
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Uh-huh. I go with names, cool names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They give a little bio next to him, or like a little fortune cookie next to him, right? I was like, he wants feet to be illegal and like wigs to like be hats, and they're like, well, I'll look that up later, but
yeah,
it's got my vote.
I think in like 20 years, I'm going to really start caring about those guys and being ready November 3rd with everything, all the information.
Really, right? The only government that matters is local government.
Mm-hmm.
because like where you put a stop sign or whether or not your community is functioning is like actually the important thing.
We should go to one of these Los Feliz neighborhood council meetings.
Yeah. Yeah, you listen to those Santa Monica ones on the radio.
Oh boy!
They're like, okay, Mr. Frazzles, what do you have to say? The buses are talking to me. You have a right to feel that way. Moving on. What are we gonna do, Aubrey Plaza?
About climate change. That's my number one issue. Let's talk about it.
I don't know. We all got to band together, and I don't know. I don't think. I don't know.
All right.
I don't know what we can do.
Okay.
We're fucked. I heard, the rainforest is pretty much dead at this point. Like, if we don't today start reforesting, the forest is just going to be gone. Like, we can't just stop now and it'll heal itself. It's fucked. It's fucked. And then the whole of global warming will just go off the deep end because there's no rainforests that have been regulating this whole process for millennia.
Yeah. And then the oceans, too. They're going down.
No,
He loves
they're going up. The oceans are going up. Like, I've read 3 things in 20 years, and I know you're wrong. You're saying the opposite.
The sea level is rising, but the fish are all sinking to the bottom. As corpses. Yeah.
Fish float when they
Who
die.
said that's wrong?
Fish float when they die.
It's all a metaphor.
What do we really think is going to happen? It's just going to be like, okay, so there'll be... Because it's just so many variables. Because like the thing that panics me is like sea level. Because the scientists talk about like, okay, the sea level is going to do this, and the ice caps are going to do that. But as soon as that stuff has the potential to affect the dollar, then everything's just going to collapse, and it won't be because the ocean is high that like you're like wearing armor made out of bottle caps. Like it'll be because like everything just went to shit and the cops stopped showing up to work or started hunting people and like nothing worked anymore and there was no jobs and everyone was just like riding around a wasteland going like,
Yeah.
What do we have here? I'm an arch character. I worship what I fear. I'm a denizen of the wasteland. I'm comfortable here. I don't show that I'm afraid of it. Or I'm not. Maybe that's been... Maybe it only takes 2 generations to leave the gene pool. Perhaps all the people that were afraid are dead, and only the people that were confident in a post-apocalypse they just they reproduced, and I'm their progeny. I'm a man of impulsiveness, and I love living. I have borderline personality disorder. Excuse me.
Isn't that kind of already happening?
yeah, I mean, it is
Just like slowly, though.
The fact that we
it's
have-
not like one day that'll happen, but it's just like happening really slowly, and we're kind of like seeing it, and then we just like get used to it. So by the time it happens,
because
we're
we
just
call
like,
it all
this
these
is what's
different
happening.
things. Yeah.
I have been seeing a lot of orange mohawks lately. and like one
and
chain
engines are getting
across
really
the
loud.
chest. Yeah.
But like, it's true. I mean, when you look at there's all these crazy things that we always talk about. We go like, that's so crazy, but it's like, well, it's not crazy if the end result is like Mad Max, because the idea that we have a quarter of the population of the world in prison, like I can never remember that statistic. It's like what is it? What is the quarter thing? It's like. It has something to do with how much of America's population is in prison versus how much of I can't remember the statistic.
A quarter.
Well, is it a quarter of the world's prisoners are in American
sounds right,
prisons?
yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah, that's a lot. I mean, so like because and we're like the country that was like, hey, everybody be free and do what you want. And so it's like, okay, and then like everybody that's like, we're like, okay, that guy makes me uncomfortable. We'll just put him on a timeout. And they're like, let's put that guy on a timeout. Okay, let's put that on a timeout. And then like a quarter of the world is going like, this is a fun timeout. Like I'm gonna learn how to do more in here. Okay, I'm back out. Okay, I'm doing more. Okay, you're going back in. And then it's like, yeah, that's huge. That's crazy. Like those folks are gearing up. They're the face of evolution.
Mm-hmm. The little ones are getting on the big ones' backs.
Yeah.
Let's go, buddy. Master Blaster from the Thunderdome. I could tell you didn't know the reference.
I got it.
The third Mad Max movie.
Do you know how to fly a plane?
No. Do you?
No.
Okay. Helicopter? You wouldn't leave out helicopter if you knew how to fly a helicopter.
I wouldn't what?
You wouldn't leave out helicopter if you knew how. You don't know.
I don't know how to fly anything.
Right. Important to start, right? Like those are the people that survive.
Well, that's what I think.
Sorry, I'm a yellow belt in Krav Maga, so.
I don't think they have yellow belts in Krav Maga.
It's the first belt.
Well, that's not impressive then.
That means you signed the pamphlet about athlete's foot in the shower.
I'm closer, is what I'm saying.
I feel like all you need is like, a helicopter and a weapon.
I mean, if you had a helicopter,
someone that knows how to fly it.
Like if you had a helicopter and you started hoarding gas, like if you were, but I wonder what income level you have to be to have a helipad right now. You have to be a 1%er, right? Like you can't just have a helicopter. But if you had, that would make me feel really secure. That would be amazing because you could just start hoarding gas. That would be great.
But is the idea okay?
To fly away is the idea.
And just stay aloft or to find a place where society still exists?
Well, obviously...
Snipe them out.
Well, you land somewhere where there's more gas, and then you find that while you shoot zombies or poor people or whatever.
If there's helicopter gas lying around, I feel like you're in a great position automatically.
If there's what?
If they're still refining helicopter gas for you to find just freely wherever you go.
Right.
Those babies can run on... a lot more than you think.
That's just you just double down on that.
All right, I'm sorry.
I can't argue with Aubrey about how helicopter gasoline works. She knows everything.
I want to see a montage.
No, but you don't see a world where the world has effectively, or civilization has effectively collapsed, but there's a lot of places around where you could still find gasoline.
I feel like if I'm in the apocalypse and everyone's in the apocalypse and people are wearing bottle caps and shooting at each other because they have nice car hood ornaments or whatever the fuck, flying around in a helicopter is going to be the best way to get shot at. And they're also they're not like armored.
It's also the best way to get missed.
Well, they're not that fast.
Yeah, but you're way far away and up in the air.
Well, it depends on what you're doing with the helicopter. But a lot of helicopters, they're not too high. They're very lightly armored. Mm-hmm. You could just shoot them down with a cap gun.
Well, I wasn't thinking about it like a battle zone. I was just thinking like natural disasters. Get in that helicopter, fly north.
It would work with an earthquake, certainly.
I was thinking battle zone, but I guess part of me naively thought that our same worship of celebrity or richness would somehow purvey in that one way, that if you were down here like shooting each other with AK-47s, that a helicopter would fly over and you go, I wonder if that's David Hasselhoff. Maybe if I shoot enough people with this assault rifle, I'll be having lunch with him one day.
Well, you could just shoot the helicopter and force yourself to have lunch
you're
with
like
him.
A life hack guy. I didn't put that together. He reads those life hack tumblers is why he's saying that stuff. I didn't put it together. I thought a helicopter could just go so far up that a bullet couldn't hit it.
It can. It's just not practical.
Maybe a surface-to-air missile, though.
Yeah, bring it. Like yes, let's go. Bring your surface-to-air missile out, please. I'd rather, if people have those, I don't want to be on the ground.
And you got to hit a helicopter right in the jugular. You can't just. that thing will bounce right off that.
It's like 90%
frame of it.
splitting blades. Like it's like there's most things that you hit.
Bullet's gonna get chopped in 17 pieces.
It probably like half of them probably go back down and hit the guy that shot it.
Yeah, one of them will make a little heart, and you'll make a necklace out of it.
Yeah. Absolutely. Same page club about helicopters.
Well, you guys can have your helicopter, and me and Ridley will hang out with our missiles, and we'll see what happens.
Well, I'll take a helicopter over a missile. Because here's what I'd do: I'd fly the helicopter early. I would do it before anybody would thought that shooting a missile was like a good idea, and I would because that would be a luxury that you would have if you had a helicopter. You would go, well, it says on the news that Donald Trump won, for instance. Why don't we just go for a long weekend on a helicopter trip? Like we do whenever we get nervous. Like we'll go to the underground bunker, and then hey, I'd love to be wrong. And you come back and you're like, ha! And everyone's like, how was your weekend? And you're like, I spent it out of town. And they're like, did you abandon all of us because you thought, and you didn't call anybody, and you thought it was every man for himself, and you got in your helicopter, and you're like, okay, what's the difference? Bill Lawrence has a beach house. Like, come on, knucklehead. And then let's get back to work.
And by the way, you can get machine guns for your helicopter to shoot at Spencer and I. I shouldn't be giving you that tip, but I'm just saying you're not defenseless up there.
I'm assuming this is like a news chopper.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious.
Like I got it. Like I go, well, like you would get it used from like KTLA or something.
You could buy used helicopters. Oh no, you're talking. This is pre-apocalypse purchasing.
Yes.
Okay. No, sorry.
Well, I'm never gonna have that much money, so I don't know why we're talking about this. You guys are, yeah. Thank you, lady. I don't know why you reacted that way, but I don't know why anything that happened tonight. Do you think that bug bites are Aubrey Plaza? Do you think that bug bites are can heal or not heal based on the psychological health of a person?
Yes, actually, when you were talking about that back there, I was thinking about a time when I had a lot of bug bites.
And you thought it was because you were extra crazy at that time.
Uh huh.
Oh.
Well, that's good because I like my therapist, and I don't want to
stress.
Okay.
That's what I was saying.
I think I'm under a lot of stress.
Or it's bed bugs.
No, not bed bugs. They don't leave bites. Like
they do.
Sure.
Well, they leave bed bugs are distinct though, right? You lived in New York. You know what bed bugs look like.
I got bed bugs once in Seattle. In a hotel.
These aren't bed bugs. Like it'd be all over my
bed bug bites are
body,
really big.
And it would be like.
Are there little colorful strings coming out of them? What?
No.
All right.
Okay.
Are you sure?
I feel sure.
What's so funny about that?
Well, because I didn't know if I said no, if you'd say definitely bed bugs, or I've never heard that asked about any bite ever. Like
Isn't that a real psychological people see strings coming out of them?
It's called Magellan's disease or something. Right?
Yeah.
Magellan.
Yeah.
Magellan.
Wait, it's a psychological illusion that you see.
Yeah,
strings.
colorful strings.
Some people think that they can pull little neon fibers out of their little bites.
We got a head nod in the front row.
They see them, right?
You saw it on TV or something.
No, I'm not an expert.
All right.
But I've heard that reference.
Why are you nodding your head like that?
It's not a judgment
then?
against
Because she saw it on
anybody
TV.
that
I know. Sorry.
does.
Everybody's doing a terrible job tonight.
But why strings? You know?
It's cosmic DNA. I would think. You ever read the Cosmic Serpent? It's about a guy goes and does ayahuasca in the Amazon, and he realizes that plants have always been talking to people, and that's why the Amazonians have aspirin, and why they know how to make curare without dying, because you could never just trial and error curare because it would like kill you, like statistically. So they think that this guy, because he's tripping on Amazon acid, like realizes that it's because plants can talk to people on a cellular level.
Whoa.
Through like photonic rays.
Mm-hmm.
I had a theory like that. One time I did a lot of nitrous oxide, and I went under. And when I came back up, I had the recognition that the world had a code, like a programming code, and it was base 4, and the 4 things it could be were the 4 colors: green, red, blue, and yellow. And everything exists as combinations of these green, red, blue, and yellow. And so, like, happiness is like a color, and sadness is a color, and anything that anyone can do can be represented in these 4 colors. And I had to write it down, and I couldn't figure it out. And it took me like about a week of nitrous to figure out what I was talking about. And that's all I got. It's just that. It's pretty disappointing.
But a fruitful research project.
I think there's something to it, though. I think there might be.
I never knew that you did that.
I mean, very occasionally. It's like a spiritual thing, It's like I'll go on sabbatical and do some nitrous.
Were you just doing whippets? Like canisters from the store?
Oh, yeah. It's good stuff. You can make a ton of whipped cream. You can also make cupcakes using whipped cream chargers. You just put the nitrous into the cupcakes, and then you can just put them in the microwave. This sounds like I'm on nitrous right now.
But also, you've really you're telling us the how to use it properly. The nitrous to make cupcakes.
Oh yeah, if you make any cake-like thing, brownies, but you infuse it with nitrous oxide, it'll cook right up in a microwave real fast.
Oh, okay.
Soft texture, moist, you name it. I got all sorts of things for all sorts of kinds of people.
Aubrey Plaza, do you have any opinions about substances? Like, are you a straight edge person? Do you enjoy drugs and alcohol, or one and not the other?
I have a weed license.
Oh, yeah?
That's right. Thank you.
You're supported. Mine keeps expiring. I feel like
mine too. Actually.
They figured out the solution to they're like, oh well, like they're arguing about whether to legalize weed, and then somebody in the room that pushed it through was like, guys, we'll just make it. You have to renew it every year. Like it's like these people don't even get their driver's license renewed. like it's going to be hard for them. Like it won't be an out of control situation.
I know. And is there ever a moment? Because in my mind, I'm always like waiting for like a moment where I can just whip it out, and I feel like there's never really. Is that ever really?
You mean like when you actually go to buy it?
Well, just when you get a license, I'm like in my head, like thinking, like imagining myself on the street.
Oh, like they'd stop you and go, "All right, now,
going like,
Missy,
ma'am,
looks like you're smoking a bit of the reefer."
And me going, not so fast.
It checks out, but you really ought to do this in the privacy of your home.
Well, legally, I don't have to.
Well, let's not nitpick. I'm just a cop.
Well, I think you better cop somewhere else.
Oh, swinging me nightstick and wandering off. Fine.
Walk away whistling.
I can still hear you. I'm on the other side of the street. You're the loudest, worst whistler ever. It's like 40% air. It's not even a song. Well, this is the police station. If you keep following me, then you're being the weird one. I'm going inside to talk to my friends.
Hey, do you want to come to my house and hang out?
What the fuck? Get out of here!
Get in my house! Get the fuck in my house!
Jesus Christ! I'm obligated by an unknown state statute to go in the house and give you my gun. Here you go.
Now I'm going to make you a pie.
You better use enough nitrous oxide to make it go fast. or I'll take you by the scruff of your neck down to the...
But I do always think about that scenario, and I don't think it'll ever happen.
No, I mean, the card is like for, it's just like when you buy
I don't even have the card. I just have the paper.
Right. What, the certificate?
Yeah.
I remember I was so excited the first time. I was like I did it in an afternoon, but it took all afternoon. And I had to, like, go through this dumb, like, it's like California is now the most backward state because there's like 4 other states that are just like, yeah, it's just weed. It's legal recreationally, and now we're the ones that did it first, but you now still have to talk to a guy in a Cuban shirt with a stethoscope around his neck and a ponytail. I'm like, what is the stethoscope for? It's for surveillance is what it's for. It's for people taking pictures of you when you leave work. Yeah, and you have to, like, I don't know. I felt like they were trying to trick me into, like, admitting I just wanted pot. Like them of all people, they're the ones selling it. But I felt like kind of like I had to lie to them.
It's humiliating, the whole process.
And I don't want to have to
those
lie.
disgusting lobbies where you have to sit and watch those.
And then you fill out the forms, and then your friend is like, just do nausea all the way down.
Insomnia.
No, I'm not gonna lie, but it's like I guess I'm fucked up enough that it was like fine.
Yeah, you want to be like, we know what we're doing, right?
Yeah.
Just give it to me. Why are you being like that? Like, why are you acting so weird?
Yeah, the whole point of legalizing this is
normal.
to try to eliminate the fucking phoniness, man.
Yeah.
Not to enhance it.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
We're good, right?
Nothing's happening in Oregon and Colorado and wherever else it's legal. Like, those states haven't collapsed.
Colorado has more money than it knows what to do with, man.
Really?
Got a yoke from Dave Klein. Would you like to meet Dave Klein, Aubrey Plaza? I feel like he'd be a good offset to your energy. The Dave Klein, come up here. Oh, she's sliding down like the Carson couch. That's good. That's nice. No, that's good. That's nice. I'll project. Hey, Dave.
Just mixing it up.
Get a mic, Dave Klein. For God's sake, don't.
Oh, well, Aubrey, let me say this. You descended into a strange basement.
Yeah.
We're all familiar with it. You're not?
Nope, it's my first time here.
Well, welcome. Listen, this guy's a little bit of a creep sometimes. We got a bunch of creeps out here. But here's the thing about creeps. Here's the thing about creeps.
You saved me.
No, exactly.
Where have you been all my life?
It's gradients of creeps. It's gradients of creeps, Arlen. Here's the thing. Creeps have gone deep. All right? Deep. Creeps have gone deep to some interesting places, and my thing is, I'm a positive creep. All right?
Okay.
Guy's a creep because he's gone down. I mean, he made Community. Come on, it was like super creepy. Well, wait, maybe let me unpack Genius. Genius requires creepiness because to get down to the darkest bowels of like, woo! Most people don't make it back and are able to like make something creative. Dan was able to make something, and Aubrey, you were able to come down to this decrepit crypt where we all have like made our own space.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Hey, man. Well,
I'm having a great time.
Well, that's what I was hoping. Let me say this. Hey, Dan.
You have this crazy way, Dave Klein, of verifying how bad I think the show is going with your pep talks, because you're like I remember this about you, that you come up and I go like, no, I think it's going great. You know, like not they can't all be gems.
Normally goes.
This is how it goes. Just to address that point. Just to address that point. So, like in role playing games, right? You don't just start in like the Dragon's Lair of Creeps.
You could.
And that's why he's a game master. All I can say is just, Aubrey, like, thanks for putting up with a bunch of creeps in a bunch of basements. Because
fine.
Hey, Dave Klein.
Yeah.
Dave Klein, Ryan Ridley, substitute moderator, comptroller.
Yeah, Ryan, how's it going?
Am I a creep?
Yeah,
Who said that?
That was Justin's assistant.
Well, yeah, you
again.
know me. I mean,
No, absolutely creep. Because here's the thing about creep.
there was not a tongue in any cheek in that response. Very sincere.
Am I not a creep?
Genius is creep. And so here's the thing about like most creeps.
Starting to sound like a backhanded compliment.
Genius is creep. Genius is creep. Genius is creep.
Well, look at him, and we're gonna use my voice.
This is actually like I saved a lot of people, like a lot of like Ivy League like master's courses, like geniuses or creeps, and you can kind of track like the creeps with the genius like pretty effectively. But
Write a paper about that.
yeah, genius.
All right. All right, Dave Klein, I'm gonna rap battle you. You got a rap beat? I'm gonna rap your ass off the stage.
Oh shit!
No rap beat? Fair enough.
Oh shit!
Jeff's not here.
Oh shit!
It's a bad show.
Ryan has some rap beats.
Ryan does.
So shout out to Soren Kierkegaard, creep. Shout out to Nietzsche, creep. Shout out to Sartre, creep. Shout out to Heidegger, professional creep. Shout out to Werner Herzog, definite creep. Shout out to Nicolas Cage, creep. Shout out to my actual idol, James Turrell.
Who's that?
He's a visual artist who actually has a place at LACMA called the Gansfeld Effect. I've done some time in some sensory deprivation tanks, and I've done a lot of like studies and work in that.
Yeah.
I believe in it, and this guy's a mastermind with it. He creates a thing where he says my motherfucking medium is not color, it's not paint, it's fucking perception. So he challenges you to like essentially go beyond the rim of like what you can do perceptually. So if you stand at the edge of this guy's thing at LACMA, you literally lose your perceptual self. And I've
because you're looking at an exhibit, or you're not?
No. Imagine literally looking into the void.
Okay,
But
got
it
it.
We've been there. No, we've been there. Reason
Wait, 1
this
second.
guy.
Got it. Okay. Okay. No
But
time, no space, no. Okay.
But the reason this guy's a mastermind is he takes us to the void, and then like literally we're like plunged into a pink like abyss, can't find our way out, and then like finally like realize that like our perception is like something beyond our body. It's a revelatory gift that we're given, and we walk out of the experience a little bit different.
Dave, may I? Shout out to Gary Glitter, creep.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jeffrey Jones, character actor from Beetlejuice, creep.
Now wait a minute. You're naming actual.
Artistic heroes. What else?
Dan Flavin. Shout out to Dan Flavin, creep.
Shout out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yo.
Shout out.
Creeps.
Yo.
Creeps be
Shout out.
creeping.
Yo. Yo. Yo.
Shout out.
Yo. Yo.
Creeps be
Yo.
creeping.
It's like a spider on the wall, like a fly in the web. Fuck your mama. Like a spider on the wall. I fucked your mama. 8 legs, 2 fangs, 8 eyes. I fucked your mama, and it wasn't a surprise, cause that would technically be called rape. I fucked your mama. Grape. Fruit. Grape. Fruit. Grape. Fruit. Fruit. Grape. Grapefruit. Fruit bowl. Grape to the fruit. Put your mama on my titty. Put your daddy on the flute. He was a flutist for the Philharmonic. Fucked your mama so hard she needed pussy tonic to moisturize after my dick was done. I fucked your dad just for measure cause he was a bun on my hot dog. You know, went in and out, in his butt and his mouth. I fucked your dad twice as long as I fucked your mom. Equal opportunity dong. Fucked your parents. I fucked your parents. I fucked both of your parents. It's apparent. I fucked your parents. I fucked your parents and I'm staring at you. Go.
Now you went to fight, talk about mama class. You went up a on to the south and she dropped it on the line. The line's on the stomach, that's where I came from. All the cesareans. Cesarean, she's got a couple of her fucking students listening, and they gonna say, yo, mama coach, how you get into this game? She said, the same way everybody going to go. You gotta get rid of your brain. Follow your spirit, follow your heart, then you will do the same. Mama Klein said, yo,
Spiders.
follow your spirit,
Guys.
don't.
Insects.
Follow your spirit, right, don't.
Spiders.
Mama Klein said, right,
Surprise.
don't. You're gonna
Halloween.
find your
Open your
spirit.
eyes.
Destiny, not something that you're gonna fuck with the rest of me. Mama Klein went down to Hades and they said, yo, welcome. She said no. She said, I got unfinished business. She said, my son David Klein, yo. She said he's handsome. She said he's smart. She said he's stinky. She said he farts out his mouth because his rhymes are so damn
Stinky. Spiders. Surprise. Spider. Realize. Spider web. Yeah. Funky and slow.
I'm your mommy. I'm your mommy. I'm your mommy. I'm your mommy.
Yeah.
I'm your mommy.
Happy Halloween.
I'm your mommy.
Yeah.
I'm your mommy.
Oh,
You try to
Halloween.
fuck me, I'm your mommy.
I didn't know where that sample was coming from. All right. All right. Well, let's.
I didn't give her that sample. That was a fucking flow. I just
You
want to
got
make that
to flow. You got to flow.
Let's thank Dave Klein for. Thank you, Dave. Sometimes we rap in the show, and also audience people can come up too.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. You know who was here in the front? You can just. Do you want that? Do you want to just be on the show? Just talk. Just say. Tell us you're
I don't
racist. Why are you racist? Tell us.
I'm not racist.
Because you hate black people. Give me the mic. You know what? Give me that. You should love them. Shameful. You should be ashamed of yourself. And the fact that you won't even admit it. That's the fucked up thing. I had to drag it out of you. Like, be honest about how racist you are, guy in the front row. Yeah. Hold on a second. Just give me a second. Okay, so we did that. Like, I thought I had something on my mind. I think we should. All right, let's.
I'm gonna leave.
Yeah. You gotta hard out. You gotta take off.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, the next thing that we do is we play that game that you played with us on, kind of like how you played on Harmon Quest.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
You had
right now.
You had enough of that when you did that show.
I got an early morning.
Yeah. Well, like anything you want us to look out for when you're as you leave us, like if we wanted to consume more Aubrey Plaza, any book or comic book or anime or special orthopedic shoe or short film.
No, I got nothing.
Okay. Well, you said you had work in the morning, so.
I'm going to be in a movie that comes out in January called Dirty Grandpa.
Oh. All right. Well,
where I have sex with Robert De Niro.
Oh, shit.
Is that what he does in The Intern, or does he just hang out? He just.
I didn't see that.
Okay, me neither. I saw the commercials, and it just looks like he just goes to work. But
Dan?
But your movie makes more sense. It's like there's a threshold. Like in the trailer, it would be like, oh, it's an old guy, and he's like, oh, it's me. And then the 30 seconds into the trailer, it'd be like, yeah, but then then
Well, he's an intern,
right.
but he's old.
So he just gets food.
Yeah, and he's old.
Right, but he doesn't just play a grandpa and dirty grandpa. Okay, but it's not called Dirty Intern. Okay, you know what?
Dan, you don't want to ask what it's like to film a lovemaking scene with Robert De Niro? I don't think you get that opportunity very often. I'm assuming.
All right, well, it's been asked. I mean, if you want to answer it, Aubrey, before you go. I think she's going to say, I don't know.
No, I know.
Oh, okay.
I know.
All right.
It was very interesting. At one point, I put his entire nose in my mouth, and I sucked on it really hard, and then I threw him down on the bed, and it just started gushing blood all over me.
Wait, what? You...
That's not in the movie, though.
Is it going to be in the blooper reel? End credits?
I don't know.
His nose ended up in your mouth on accident,
no.
or you were like sucking on it because you're such a dirty grandpa, and you're like into the scene.
I was just trying to be creative.
and then some unexpected movement happened, and his nose like broke in your mouth or something.
I don't think it broke. It just I set some kind of geyser off inside.
Wow.
You squeezed loose some kind of.
Did you freak out because you made Robert De Niro gush blood?
Yeah.
I would too. Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird. It was awkward.
And then he just said.
He just yelled for an ice cube.
Can I get an ice cube? Can I get an ice cube? Can I get an ice cube?
Yeah.
Can I get an ice? Can I get an ice cube, please? Thank you. I'd like. Can I get an ice cube? Is that? Did he say it like that?
Yeah.
Where he repeated it a lot?
Yeah.
Did you apologize profusely?
No, I not really. No.
Really? Why?
I mean, it wasn't. I don't know. Maybe it was my fault. Maybe I should have apologized. I don't know. I was just in character.
Yeah. Get it?
But he wasn't. He was like,
I don't know. I don't know.
And he wanted an ice cube, and then he was probably grateful just for the experience. I'm sure.
He's a sweet older man,
and he's happy to be out there working with the kids.
Yeah.
And that's a story he has now. As long as he didn't endure any permanent harm, he's probably happy it happened.
Yeah, I don't know.
It probably didn't even hurt. I get nosebleeds all the time.
Yeah,
I don't feel any pain.
Yeah, it was...
You should let yourself off the hook.
Yeah, I was just trying to, come up with some interesting, anecdote about it. Just,
Did you make it all up? Was the whole thing made up?
No, it's true.
All right. Well, you didn't. Yeah, it happened. And You're saying I should have picked a peek of their reaction and said, Aubrey Plaza, ladies and gentlemen.
No.
She's gonna leave.
No.
But how do you?
No, I just. it was it was a weird thing that happened, so I just thought I'd tell you about it.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing you would talk about on a talk show, right?
Yeah, like right now.
Yeah. But Kimmel would know what to do with it. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't, that's not going to hurt me, you saying that. I don't consider myself in competition with him. I think that what I do is more art than science. I think he's more of a scientist. Did he did you have any interactions with De Niro? I mean, even before you bite his nose and have it spout blood into your mouth, it's already weird just to meet him on a set.
It was weird. Weird, yeah.
What's your first interaction with him like? Does he come out in a bathrobe and go?
Yeah, he goes, "You want to do this? Ready to do this? Act with me?"
And then you said yes. And then he...
I don't know. We didn't talk. We didn't braid each other's hair.
Right.
Did you see his nose as a cartoon roast chicken when you first met him?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
But in the movie, is that the only scene? So was it literally he met you and then you guys were doing this scene, or is
no? The whole movie is I'm a supporting character in the movie, and the whole throughout the movie, it's just his character is I'm gonna fuck you, And I'm like, I'm going to fuck you too. And then we don't until the very end. So it's like a build-up kind of thing. Is that a spoiler?
Oh, I don't know.
think it is.
I mean, we already know he's a dirty grandpa from the title.
He's a dirty, dirty grandpa.
It's not like he says, I'm going to do something to you, and you're like, I can't wait to find out what.
Yeah.
Well, are you supposed to not think it's really going to happen? Because, like, come on, that's...
I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't have perspective on that. But
Well, nobody listens to this anyway.
Yeah,
Speaking of which,
it
you
does-
said in the green room you're going to be on Criminal Minds,
Yeah.
which you were
That's
also
what I'm
unsure if
shooting
you're
right now.
allowed to say or not.
Well,
but
I don't
I'm sure they
know.
would be fine with
well,
you.
it's not like I care, but I don't want to.
It's not like you're going to ruin their show or anything.
I don't know how television works.
Me
in
neither.
terms of
That's why.
ruining anything.
No,
but
I spent 6 years trying to figure it out. It's like, and then they were like, "TV's dead," and I was like, "I just got started."
Yeah.
But you're playing a serial killer on Criminal Minds, which was the show that Paget Brewster was on, apparently.
That's
and
right.
and it's been
Yeah,
on,
I'm
it's been on
playing,
CBS for
murderer.
a million years.
Murderer,
And,
11 years. Yeah.
And
playing murderer.
you're gonna serial kill people.
Tomorrow's my last day. That's right.
Oh, that's why you got to get up.
Yeah, that's right.
And also, like you also like I was like,
Now you got to go.
yeah, that's it. That's the alarm. That's her heart out. You do an amazing Sarah Silverman impression that I won't make you do because you don't like to be pimped to do impressions, right?
Well, no, but it's so weird that is still like, because the time at which I did that, I was like preparing for my SNL like audition like years ago, and at that time when I was doing like, you know, when I would make like a dumb video or do whatever comedy, I would like put it on YouTube just to like have it on there, but in my mind it wasn't like I'm putting it on here so that it goes viral, or like it was like not.
Well, it's a magnificent impression.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well-
It's notable. It's also on your Tumblr. You could take it off.
Right, but my Tumblr is like, how do I take it
I don't know.
down? I don't know. That was like so long ago.
Yeah, I don't know. But that's where I saw it. It was like it's linked from
I know.
your.
These videos, they're just there.
They're just out
floating
there.
around. Yeah, but yeah, that was like an impression I did. That's right.
Yeah.
That was a long time.
It's really good, and I would urge people to just go look for it because it's a really good Sarah Silverman impression,
Thanks.
and I'm sure it's from. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah,
it's,
I don't know. Like, I didn't know her, obviously, at the time. And I never thought in my head that eventually I would, like, you know her. So, yeah, it's a total, like, she's the coolest.
All right, let's thank Aubrey Plaza for coming
Thanks
by.
for having me. Bye.
She's being taken to the Harmontown helicopter on the roof, where she will be out of rifle range. All right, so now is the most exciting part of the show. We get to spend the next 7 minutes figuring out who's going to play Shadowrun with us. Now, we don't have to base it on gender balance because, as you've noticed with this show, I've had a lot of female guests. Solve that problem. Remember when that was an issue? So now we can just base it on what?
Hey,
Oh, hello.
what's up?
What were you?
Well, I was going to maybe
Steve
shoehorn
wanna
a
play?
story, but
Oh,
it's
you were
not-
going to shoehorn a story? Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm debating whether I want to tell a story, but I feel like it's.
I want you to tell
I'd
a
like-
story.
You have to now, otherwise
Okay,
you're an
so we just started back to work on Rick and Morty season 3. Hold your applause. Hold your applause. And we hired for the first time after 2 seasons, all male writing staff. We hired 4 female writers, right? And there's a little bit of an adjustment period. And the other day, do you remember this? Were you in the room? The other day, we were talking, and one of the female writers said, very innocently and very naively, as if she was talking about a furry or someone who has sex with can openers. Like, she goes, oh, what if he's like one of those weird guys who likes to come on women's faces and tits? And there's a long beat, and all of a sudden Justin goes, yeah, those guys are weird. And then his face turns 7 shades redder than that Solo cup. Yeah. And that's when we realized there's some communication that's going to have to be bridged.
Yeah.
There's some differences in perspective, and
Yeah.
That was a funny moment.
It was.
Yeah.
I remember
Anyway.
the first day of work. Because I've never. There's something interesting about a gender balanced writers' room specifically because it's like you don't spend your once you fall in love with a woman, you don't like as a guy. There's never a point where there might be. You don't do a big Q&A about tampons. Like you don't go like, how does the applicator work and all this stuff. Like it's kind of something you can get to 42, as I discovered without really knowing. And it just kind of came. It was just sort of like a field day. I was like, all right, explain that because we were talking about a story about Summer, like Summer, the possibility of Summer doing a vodka soaked.
The possibility.
She's a 17-year-old girl in the show, and it's like we're very hands-on about because it's easier to do for guy writers with a 14-year-old guy character. It's just like we've shown Morty is very much an authentic 14-year-old boy, like sexually speaking, but Summer is kind of like she's and I think we were smart to do this and judicious. Like we haven't touched her like intimate side at all. If it's an all-male writer's room, you just shouldn't. I was never going to go there. Like with a 17-year-old girl character, it'll be like, oh, then of course, then she starts humping a pillow.
When you start breaking a sweat when you're talking about story ideas, probably they're not going to get a lot of comedy.
But now we have like half and half. It's like a full representation of everything, so it's nice. It's like started talking about, it'll probably never. It's not like we're going to do an episode about vodka tampons, but the conversation came up, and then it was like that led to holy shit. I have 95 questions about tampons, and I got them all answered within 5 minutes. One of them came out, and I was I poked my finger, and the thing came out. Like I was like, now why is the little head shaped like a little penis head? They're like, oh, that's just an accident. That's not.
Imagine all the questions you can ask your sex doll.
Yeah. I mean, we also talk about other stuff too. It's not why we hired 4 women.
They got good ideas.
And it's not all they wanted to talk about. It was a two-way. It was a collaboration. But I liked it. I never thought I'd see the day on Rick and Morty. Community, we started out of the gate. We had balance gender-wise. So it was always just that kind of show. Always just felt because it was a sitcom and it was relatively mainstream. Rick and Morty obviously is like it's more of a
cult hit.
There's a boyish energy to it. I'm not saying that anyone that's not boyish isn't allowed to watch it. I'm just saying like there's definitely a boyish energy to the show, and there's always been an all male writers room, and I never thought that's very interesting to have some ladies in there.
Talk about tampons.
Well, you brought it up. You wanted to talk. You thought it was so fucking fascinating.
I didn't know you were going to turn into Charlie Rose. Jesus. I never thought that it would be so interesting to see such gender diversity in cable.
It's a bad show. Big deal. You get. What's your favorite show in the world? I bet they had like 8 bad episodes in the last 12 weeks. The Jets. That's sports humor, Dave. I don't get it. I don't get that. Unless you're talking about there's a show called The Jets. It's like the new Wings or something. I'm just saying, like, give me a goddamn break. I'm going through a divorce. I'm fucking mannequins. I can't come here and have a shitty show. Fuck you people. Like, what are you gonna do? Fire me? Arrest me? The word fire me caught in my throat. I was like, it happens so often. I was like, wait, don't say that again. They could figure out how to fire you. Well, what are those people doing on Twitter? What do they mean when they go like, you're a bad person, you tweeted wrong, you did a bad thing? I'm like, well, what are you gonna do now? I don't understand what you're gonna do. I'm just so like why would you? How small is your brain that you would be like, hey, I wanted to let you know that you morally disappointed me. Yeah, like that you are a pettier person, and I'm letting you know through Twitter because I'm an arbiter of Twitticat.
You don't get it? Like, I mean, I don't know.
I get why someone would just anonymously log on and go to Tom Hanks like, fuck you, fuckface. You get a small dick, baby. Let's make that like a box of chocolates, bitch. I get that. That's vandalism. That's like, oh, if I could just get through to somebody. But it's like these people, like, really, honestly, if you hooked them up to a lie detector and said, are you just doing that? They would say, no, I'm not just doing that. And the lie detector would not go off. They would be telling the truth. They would be like, no, I'm a good person. And I'm good at life, and I like this person. I read about him on a hashtag or a dot slash, and I clicked over here, and I'm giving him 2 cents, and there it is. There's my 2 cents. I just don't get it.
Yeah, man.
I've never done that in my life.
It's like YouTube comments. It's like, I mean, sure, you're not the guy who's writing the YouTube comments, but you can't say you don't understand the impulse for anyone who's a fucking idiot to put those words up there just because that's what they feel like doing.
In a certain amount of the cases, though, I can absolutely say I don't understand. I do not understand.
They got thoughts. They gotta shit them out because they don't have other people that don't understand them. But I mean,
if you're that dumb, then you could be honest. You don't have to try.
Well, they are.
No, they're not honest at all. They're so self-deluded. Like it's like that's the thing is like if I was that dumb, I would just like run around the street and go like pants, shoes, to lunchbox, sky blue. I'm an idiot. Like I don't care about anything but myself. I love cookies and asphalt. Booga booga boop boop boop. Like I'd be so excited.
People do that too, though. I don't know. I was thinking the other day that there's this thing, you know, it's like when you exercise, you get all those endorphins going. Your body's like, I'm doing a good thing. And like you go on rides on an amusement park and it's like adrenaline is good. I'm having fun. And like you get in a fight and like your blood is rushing and, you know, you're on this high. You're like really intense. I feel like the internet and yelling at people on the internet is giving people like a tiny hit of that. Like I'm going out to beat the shit out of someone, except there's no harm in it and there's no danger in it. So it's like, why would you, if you could pick any fight and never get hurt, why wouldn't you pick fights? You know, and I feel like maybe some people are falling into that trap.
It just seems like they put so much into it, other than just going like, because that's the equivalent of going like, boo.
I do it for the applause.
Like you could just go boo. But they type boo and it takes them like 20 minutes.
They think, yeah, that's how they talk. It's like they wouldn't just say boo. They'd be like, actually, you know, what you're saying is it's wrong if you're in Spain, so keep a note of that next time you're in Spain. That's just like, that's what their thought process is. It's not your thought process, but it's theirs. It's bad probably, but...
And then a healthy person, aside from going nowhere near Twitter, which is like, okay, conversation over, because what the fuck do I have left? Because I already go nowhere near Reddit, I already go nowhere near Tumblr, I go nowhere near anything. So aside from just this thing of like, don't get online, go fly a kite, go climb a rock. Okay, great. Then the good guys win. Like when I'm like throwing a football in the yard and dying of old age with my dogs, I'm not online because yeah, that's great. That's healthy.
Awesome.
And then it's like, so then second to that is like, well, don't feed the trolls. So that means, okay, I know what that looks like. That looks like me going every 3 hours, hey, CISO's coming up. I got a project. Hey, here's an interview with me. Why not? And then I just hire a publicist to just do that for me. And then they just go like, so then I'm just another account that just goes like, hey, where are my tweeples at? I'm about to eat a chocolate bar. Hashtag me if you love chocolate. And then everyone is just like, meanwhile, they're just going like, fuck you, you fat fucking shit face. But I'm not on Twitter, so then the publicist is just ignoring, they don't care, and everybody doesn't care. That's a great society. That's great. Like I shouldn't be angry. I shouldn't get mad about the idea that I was like born on the internet and watching it turn into this sewer. I should never have like a fit of rage about this. That's not healthy. You should always be unaffected by everything. You should just lie to people. You should never tell anyone your feelings. You should never express your feelings. You shouldn't feel your feelings. You should hate the internet. You should all use the internet, but you should all hate it. We should all therefore simultaneously hate Everything that we constantly do. Let's all live a fucking lie. Let's all twist ourselves into a balloon animal where we constantly think one thing and say another. And we'll enforce it amongst ourselves by judging everyone who accidentally says, like, this is fucking retarded. This is insane. You're being rude. You're a rude person. I don't like you. I'm having a bad day. I fucking hate you. You're stupid. You're a stupid person. You shouldn't value television this much, and you shouldn't think that I'm an elected official to the point where you could, like, tweet me and let me know that I'm a bad person and then, like, and think that something's going to happen. Like nothing's going to happen ever. Nothing's ever going to happen. It's never. That's sad. That's a sad thing. Get angry. Get mad about that. Like nothing will ever happen. You're just typing "fuck you" at Tom Hanks because you saw a TV guide that offended you. That's what they want. Stop it. Get mad. Kill yourself. Kill yourself. Just kill yourself. Not if anyone who's listening is suicidal depressed. I'm not talking to you. Don't talk to somebody. I'm talking about the people that are never going to kill themselves. It's telling them, kill yourself. Start. You know what? Before you even get there, dip a tippy toe in it. Just tweet like fucking like at yourself all this shit. Like scrutinize yourself. Say like I'm a shitty person. Like go. You just go. That's what. Isn't that fucking what Twitter's for? Like fucking like type instead of like scanning and going like, oh, that's racist. You're racist. Just like how about like an easier source of like outrage and go like I'm racist. I'm racist. Look what you just did. You contributed.
I once tweeted something pretty biting at Ted Cruz.
Nice. I hate that guy.
Me too.
He's a bad person.
Yeah.
He looks like he does stuff to kids. Have any of you seen him? Are you fucking kidding me? I mean, I'm not saying he does, but that's what he looks like.
Well,
and I look like I do stuff to kids.
A lot.
I
look like I love it.
I do.
Look at me. If I step onto a playground, shoot me. Based on what I look like.
I mean, that happens. I just want to swing.
So we're going to play Shadow Run?
Yeah, and we need 3 helpers.
Oh, yeah.
Who's it? You're waving, Levy.
He wants to play.
Hey, Levy, come on down.
Oh, Levy, come on up, Levy.
Hey, you waved, man.
Hey, Levy, how's your mouth?
It's okay. I can't really move it much. I had oral surgery.
He doesn't sound funny like he used to.
No, I sounded pretty funny at first, but I still don't have full muscle control.
How's the Vicodin?
Oh, it's great.
Steve's on Vicodin.
I don't do drugs, but today I was in pain and I didn't eat anything. I wasn't thinking because I don't do drugs. I don't know these things. Fucking took a Vicodin.
He's been for like 2 weeks. He's been like everything he says. I laugh because he's like he's been on the show before, but you don't know. Like you hear him every day. He's always like, okay, so here's the thing. We gotta do this. We gotta do that. And I go like, oh, do we have time for that? I think we absolutely do. And I go, I think I'm a terrible piece of shit and I should kill myself. I don't think you should do that, Dan. I think the world's counting on you.
That's true.
And that's Steve's role in my life of the last year. But then he has receding gums, and he had gum surgery where they did kinds of Mengele things to his mouth, and he's like, and it's like healing, and it's like, but so he's like, he talks like this. I'm like, I think I should kill myself, and he's like, oh, don't do that. The world's counting on you. It's like getting a pep talk from Aubrey Plaza. It's like I felt a bullet going faster out of the bullet.
I thought you said I had a cute voice.
Well, I'd say it's adorable that you're so like that. I didn't realize how based on your voice it was.
Oh, all right.
But then I make jokes about it, and then you start, and he does.
Don't kill yourself.
Yeah, right.
I love you.
Then he starts laughing, and then he can't laugh because it hurts too.
Yeah,
I always like that too. Is it bad of me to like that? Guys, like, do you guys ever have a friend who like because of some surgery or something, like they can't laugh, and they're like, you never like. This is really selfish of us. Like we don't actively become unfunny when that happens, right? Like it's it's like amazing when somebody is like like they can't laugh and they're like oh again, don't make me laugh, and they're like God damn it, I'm killing,
oh, man.
like I'm literally killing. Like is it just me, or is it like there's no instinct in your head that goes like, okay, all right, I'll chill.
This week was really hard. Sitting next to Spencer makes me laugh all day.
Yeah.
And then you came out with like grand slams all week, and
tell me about some of them.
I don't know. It's all fog, but it was really hard. I tried so hard not to. It hurt. I think I broke a couple stitches. Definitely tasted blood a couple times.
When you got it, you got it. I'm sorry you're in pain.
No, that's what it's like working for one of the funniest
genius,
people.
yeah.
You know? Yeah, fuck.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, no, I needed that after their history's first guest just left, like in the middle of the show. They're just like, I gotta go.
She said she had to leave during whatever.
No. I'm self-deprecating. I'm just saying it was a joke.
You're so good, Dan.
She's gonna email later and be like, I had a great time.
No, I know she had a good time. I was doing a bit. Come on, you guys. You're making me feel bad for fishing for somebody.
Don't kill yourself, Dan.
I was doing a bit. The bit didn't land. The audience felt the same, obviously, is what we learned in that moment. It was a bit. All right, so we got Levy. Let's get two more people. Let's base it on what should we base it on? Oh, let's base it on distance. Did anyone make a pilgrimage? Your hand. New York. All right, we got a guy from New York. What's that?
Oh shit, Canada.
Billy.
Base it on the people who don't have seats.
All right, well, let's take New York and Canada and get this over with. Sometimes there's a guy in the back that's like, Liverpool.
We're gonna be in New York this week.
I got my ticket for Friday.
Oh, sweet.
All right, so when you're not writing 40 years of classic horror novels,
actually, guess my role.
Wait, I don't.
Hunter Thompson.
Okay. Well, obviously that's a compensation for the fact that without any props, you look identical to a lesser author.
A lesser author?
I'm down here promoting my graphic novel.
I hope Stephen King wouldn't be mad at me for saying he was. All right, fine. Sorry, Stephen King.
These guys are bummed out over here.
All right.
These guys are bummed out.
That's what I do. I burn bridges.
Oh.
Now I'll never work with Stephen King.
It has pictures. So is this just like the regular
it's a
book, but
cosmic
with
book,
pictures?
They call it.
Is that? I'm sorry. Are you the artist or writer? Or?
Yes, I adapted the graphic novel for Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Oh, okay. Well, let's plug that then. Are you Troy Little?
Yeah.
Okay, it's Troy Little. Look, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, and we're at a comic book store, so I'm assuming that's out there somewhere, maybe?
Yeah, just out there. If you walk out there, you may find it.
Okay. I don't think they let them leave that way. But you'll come back next week, and yeah. Cool. Wow, that's interesting. What a tough job. That must have been hard. You drew it and wrote it?
Well, Hunter Thompson wrote it.
Well, yeah. All right. Yeah, you're right. I did. Yes, I guess I meant like you
I'm
did
on his coattails.
You did the adaptation job on the writer side. Like that's pretty amazing. This looks like impressive. What do I know? But this looks great. Did you like the movie?
Movie was good. Yeah. Book's excellent. Movie was good.
Yeah.
We're actually doing a little mini tour here. We've got the red convertible out front, and we're driving to Vegas on Wednesday, kind of doing a recreation of the whole Gonzo tour.
Cool. A recreation, yeah.
I really want to play Shadowrun.
Let's do this.
You know, you were waving your hand in the booth.
I know.
Yeah, because he wanted to play Shadowrun.
But you got that pained look on your face. Like, I can't talk to a guy who adapted
no, you can.
You're selfish, Steve. You're selfish.
Okay.
What have you ever done for me? Everything for the last year. Yeah. But lately. Who's this fella down here?
Hey.
What's your name?
My name's Aaron.
Aaron.
Yeah.
All right. Well, kind of a bummer, but
I get that.
But that's not. What am I supposed to do? Walk around in a bubble? You're the one from
New York.
New York. Okay.
Yeah.
We know. I won't ask what it's like there. I know there's a lot of buildings and they're tall.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't smell great.
Okay, great. Well, thanks for joining us, guys. Let's hand out these character sheets and let's really knock this one out of the park.
Let's really knock this one out of the park.
You know, it's been a bad show.
Damn.
You guys just fight it out. Just figure out what you're doing there. That pile of
you
folders.
can take one. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Nothing matters.
Nothing
shit.
matters. But I'll tell you what, man, that Harmon Quest thing is turning out sweet.
Oh man, you guys got to see it. Aubrey Plaza was on it.
Thank
She was great. You got to
She was
see it.
great.
It'll be great. It was great. It is great. It'll great. All right.
And Spencer's really risen to the role of executive producer.
Oh, that's very kind of you to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to go without music, just in case Dustin is looking for music. He should stop. All right. Last time. Oh, wait, no. This one's from Peter Smith. Peter Smith. Thanks, Peter Smith. Last time on Harmontown. After finding the stash of MP3s, the team found themselves on the run from the law for the murder of an innocent security guard. But Dr. Friend had a plan to shake their tail. Turn left. There was the talk of a trip to Tacoma, but instead the car screeched its way back to Hank's last stand. Back at the bar, Eve haggled with Hank over the price of digital music. He said $6, but due to the possibility of seafood, she heard $8. Wanting to get asses in all seats, Hank agreed and the team was rewarded. With the job done, where will the runners head next? Will the budding love between Friend and Nightblade blossom? Will they find the man who tried to pay them with a ghoul magnet? Find out now on Harmon Thing.
I gotta say, I listened to last week's episode on the way here, and that seems like kind of an old...
Nightblade went to the bathroom. Hortigard lathered. Now we're caught up.
And then he said he found a map on the back of the soap dispenser.
I mean, allegedly, he might have heard that.
Well, he's not allowed to do that stuff. That's what I said. And then Jeff said, cliffhanger! Are you saying as the game master that there's no map?
Well, I don't know. Let's ask Hortigard. He's the one looking at the soap.
Which one of you is Hortigard?
Hello.
Hello. What are you looking at that soap dispenser so intently?
I have a sense about it. It feels important.
You were so chatty a minute ago, and
Yeah, it's a very engaging soap dispenser. I'm all about it. Can I attempt to mind link with the soap dispenser?
It does not have a mind.
Okay. Well, now we know.
Yeah, you found that out.
I really want to start our next shadow run.
This guy.
How do we? Fuck. Someone fucking give me a mission.
Who are you?
I'm Eve Libertine.
Oh.
all right, I leave the bathroom and I go find Eve Libertine.
She's standing saying, "Someone give me a mission. Someone give me a mission."
Hey, you want to talk about something for a while?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
We need to. I want to make money. And
Oh, Steve.
I accidentally killed a person, I think, in the last mission, and I got a real taste for blood.
All right. Well, typically we don't make our own missions. We get called with
I
one.
know, all these kooky characters come out of the woodwork and just throw us in the mix.
Can we solicit adventures? We go around the bar and ask anybody if they need an adventure, a task, or anything.
No, that seems professional.
You guys are currently the only people at the bar, other than Teddy and Hank.
I leave the bathroom
Hackeye.
and suggest we maybe call Hackeye and see if he knows of anyone in need.
All right, who's gonna call him?
Well, I think Eve Liberty should call.
All right. Spencer,
Yeah,
how do I call?
you have a comm link. It's like a phone.
All right, let's do it. Comlink. Who am I talking to? To
Hack guy.
Hat guy. I was thinking
Hat guy.
Hat guy.
What do you want? I'm sitting.
Hey, man,
I'm sitting at the bar 5 feet away.
It's this Vicodin. Do you know anyone that wants to take us out to kill a bunch of people and make some money?
No, I don't know about that.
Shit.
From outside, you hear a car. You hear a car pull up.
Uh-oh.
A car pulls up, and into the bar walks a middle-aged blonde woman in a drab uniform, the uniform of a corporate wage slave. She appears tired from the daily grind, and she seems to have gone a few days without sleep. She pulls up a chair and just holds up a hand, and Hank gives her a drink.
See? That's how you get a shadow run.
I gymnastics over to her.
You somersault.
That's the title. I think that's the title.
Neatly over to her. Rise to your feet at her side.
Is she impressed? I'm impressed.
She's startled, I'd say. More startled.
What's her name?
You don't know?
Oh.
Why don't you try talking to her?
Hey, I'm real nervous.
Why?
What's your name?
My name's Peggy.
All right. Sounds good to me.
Yeah. Well, okay.
I've not seen you around this bar before. This is our local watering hole, and we get pretty drunk here all the time.
Yeah. Well, I come here a lot, so I don't know.
All right, let me
deal
cut
is.
to the chase. I really want to fucking help you with something. Do you have any, like, secret missions or anything?
Well, that's just uncanny. You know, I've been busy lately. I've been staying late at work, and also my daughter's missing. It's just been rough all over.
Oh, shit.
Bury the lead.
Yeah.
How old's your daughter?
14.
You don't know your daughter's age? That's a little suspicious.
You know, it's been a couple months.
What?
Not since I've seen her, since her birthday. It's hard to keep track.
I'm not following that.
I cast Analyze Truth on her to see if she's telling the truth, because that's a little weird.
She's telling the truth. She's clearly gone without sleep. She's a bit loopy or something. Something's off about her
shit.
aura.
Mind probe.
Oh, man. You see all sorts of visions. You see ghouls and support groups and therapy sessions and daughters and child's toys all in a flash. It seems this lady, she's lost her daughter who is a victim of HMHVV. That means she's a ghoul and has to eat flesh. But she up and disappeared, and it's extra scary because she might be shot to death because, zombie.
Well, I got a lot from that.
But we don't know. None of us.
This is horrifying. I feel like my mind was just violated randomly. This is not why I come to the bar.
Your life's like an episode of Ninja Turtles.
I'll take your word for it.
Sorry, that was probably me. That you feel that way.
I need another drink.
Next round's on me.
Thank you.
Well, yeah, we'll happily help you out with this situation.
Oh, listen, that's my friend Hordegard. He's a psychic, and
Hello.
he was probably probing your mind. I don't know what he saw, but he's right.
Oh,
Drinks
wow.
on us, and you do seem like a troubled person, and we are a crack troupe of, I guess, what you'd call shadow runners.
I give Jim Nightblade the thumbs up, and I wink.
Those things happen.
So you have a missing daughter, and again, forgive me for prying, but she is a ghoul.
Oh, yeah.
We have some experience with that and ghoul magnets. So this one seems pretty cut and dry.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
so where did you last see her? And let's get the magnet.
You left the magnet back at the thing. I think.
I threw the magnet.
Yeah.
I was angry at the time because it was a ghoul magnet. I wasn't thinking maybe we need it for a mission.
Hindsight 2020.
Regardless, we're good enough to do it without the ghoul magnet.
Oh shit! Do what?
To save your daughter, lady.
Sorry, it's just very disorienting to have your mind read without saying anything.
Hey, Dr. Friend, can you fucking help this woman out from her whatever just happened to her brain? Do you have a healing ability?
What does she need? Like some
What do you need?
aspirin or something?
Just some space, not to have my mind read, and then just to have tons of people offering me all sorts of things.
Well, why don't we all spread out and just kind of pretend that we're all at a bar alone together, and give the lady some space.
All right, I'll do that. But did I say sorry yet?
Probably.
All right. Okay. Well, I give her space.
Thank you.
Did you say
We're gonna save your daughter.
Sorry. I apologize,
End of
yeah.
story. Let's fucking save this woman's daughter.
Yeah.
Oh no!
All right. Okay, I'm just sorry. It's a little tantrum I throw. Yeah, I mean, look. Do you play darts? Anybody? Oh, what's that? And I just walk away because I'm not good at this, and I just go and I get a drink, and I go over to Dr. Friend, and I go, Jesus Christ, we fucking suck at shadow running. We're terrible at it.
Is this when Mary O'Donnell walks in?
Would it be
Mary
creepy if
O'Donnell?
I sidled up next to her and bought her a drink?
Try
She's
it.
been working long hours.
Are you asking me?
She could use a
about that?
friend. I guess I'm asking the audience.
That's a classic Ridley if I've ever heard one.
She seems put off by the fact that everyone's been sidling up to her. But then again, I don't have any alternative suggestions. I mean, I'm literally fucking mannequins.
What if we just ask her where was the last place you saw your daughter?
Oh man, she used to be going to these support groups for zombies. I'm sorry, they're called HMHVV survivors.
It's cool.
Teaches them how to cope. She used to be going, she went every week. She had a lot of good progress, but she didn't come back.
Are they in the basement of churches and stuff like that?
No, they have their own storefronts. It's like a real business, like Weight Watchers.
Do you know who her
Interesting.
sponsor was?
No, none of that.
All right, well, what if we go there?
It's all right. I'm a bad listener, and shit. God damn it.
You got this.
Just
You got it.
Excuse me for 1 second, ma'am. She said her daughter went to a weight loss
support
place.
group.
A support group.
But she doesn't know which one.
She was going to many,
She was going to all kinds of.
but she's a zombie. Now.
What was your favorite one?
She used to go to Flesh to Fresh, but
Flesh to
she
Fresh.
up and left. I went over to see if she was still there. Obviously that's the first place he goes. The last place you saw her. They said they didn't. She wasn't there. And then
Right.
the next day, place disappears.
Right.
The whole place disappeared.
Let's go there and look for clues.
abandoned.
Hold on. Will you just hold on a second? It's not a shadow run. Just give us 1 second. What's wrong with you? First of all, she's
Over-eager.
Well, she hasn't even given us a job. We don't even know if she can pay us. So one of you guys must have a skill that involves calming her down, right?
Well, I have the opposite of that. We know that.
I can impress her with
I have a
lightning
moderate
bolts.
egg allergy.
All right. Well, we don't even know if she has any money.
Well,
Jesus. Is that what this is about, man?
Yeah.
No, it's about fucking. What the fuck are you talking? It's goddamn 2078. There's a dragon for a president. Yeah, it's about money. What are you fucking? What are you?
I'm with Ridley. I'd feel really good if we saved this lady's daughter.
Jesus Christ! Everyone's high and we're all bad at this. Just lady, do you have any money?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I got all sorts of money. I got weapons. I'm a small arms dealer on the side.
Oh,
Do you?
how did I not seize that one?
Oh, it's not, in my common, it's not in the forefront of my thoughts because my daughter is missing.
Fair enough.
Will you pay us to find her?
I mean, sure. Okay, that sounds great.
Let's agree on a sum.
Listen, here's the deal. We go to the building. We find out who is the leaseholder. Right? Somebody up and left. Find out who's the leaseholder of this now abandoned Flesh to Fresh to whatever franchise.
It's a
right?
Yep.
People.
Will you put it? Yeah, he's giving you what he's giving you is called an estimate. How about 10 million? Will you give us 10 million?
Are you fucking? I don't have 10 million.
10,000.
You're saying she's not worth it?
Yeah, that sounds great.
See, that's what you're supposed to do.
What? Was that an anti-Semitic remark?
Yeah.
What? You're the face man.
I am? I'm Eve Libertine.
Yeah. She's the one that negotiates our jobs.
Nope.
Mercy does that.
Yep.
Mercy O'Donnell.
Mercy.
Oh.
Stephen King.
Mary O'Donnell? Mercy O'Donnell?
Oh, Stephen King.
Am I Mercy? I'm Mercy.
Jeez, I'm sexist.
Jesus Christ. What's happening?
Emma, it's 2077. Gender is anywhere now.
You're right. All right. 10,000.
Accept me for who I am.
10,000. 5,000 up front. 5,000 when we bring you your daughter.
That
And
sounds-
guns. Lots and lots of guns.
I mean, is it guns or is it money? I can pay you more in guns if
you
want
give us
guns.
the guns, we can help better encounter any threats on the way to finding your daughter. We are going up against ghouls here, so...
Yeah, I've been slammed at work. I can only give you a couple small sidearms right now.
Boo.
Okay.
Well, we'll take those and then you can give us 10,000 after the job.
Great. Let's do it.
Okay.
Agree.
Everybody
please.
put your hands in and we're going to be good Shadowrunners this time. Like
Ship has sailed.
for real.
For real.
Like this one's going to run like good.
What, you want us to touch you?
Yeah, well, not in the game.
Go
in the
team.
Go team.
Go team.
Okay. Go Shadowrun.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're not going to be here next week, are we?
We're not here next week.
We're going to be in New York for
2 shows in New York.
Yeah. So we'll see you in a couple weeks from
Look
now.
out for the videos.
But come see us in New York at the Gramercy Theater. 2 shows in a row.
Two shows.
Did you get any of that?
It's a good show.